Hello, all you beautiful beings out there. Welcome to my channel, the Luna Love Meditation Channel. I am Imani Joie, your host here this evening or afternoon or morning, whenever you're seeing this video. Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Okay, yeah. So today we're going to be discussing the angel number 555. 5 is the number of change. Could be a little scary because it's in our nature to get comfortable. We finally get to a place where we pass the fours, we build our foundation, and we're grounded, and we're like, yeah, I want to stay here. I'm grounded. I got my foundation. I got my house built. I'm chilling. And then the 5s come in and say, change, switch it up and do new things. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I just got settled. And now you're trying to push me out of my comfort zone. Now you're trying to make me shift up and switch things around. What is this? It's new. That's what it is. So if you're seeing the angel number 555, it's encouraging you to embrace and welcome in change. There's new adventures, there's new opportunities, there's new things coming towards you. And if you're seeing the angel number 5s, this can kind of give you the opportunity to prepare to know that something is changing. So if you get that warning sign of prepare, change is abound, then at least you can take a breath and not be so afraid and be like, oh, I was so thrown off by this change. It's like, no, you weren't, because we told you it's coming. So if you're seeing the number 5s, don't be alarmed, just be aware that change is coming, and it can be a change for the better, especially if you're on the path of going through your numbers. You started your new beginning, you're welcoming in collaboration, you're building your foundation, and now it's time to change, because with a new foundation comes new habits, it comes new mindset, it comes new opportunities. Like, there's just newness that comes with building upon a new foundation. You've never done this before, so now's the time to kind of take it in and say, okay, now that I'm in a new spot, now that I am in my new home, what next? And so the 5s are inviting you to now embrace the unknown, to embrace what is to come, what you can build, what you can create. And so 5 is really adaptable as well. It's saying that there could be expansion, there could be growth, and with expansion and growing, I like to liken it to growing pains. We start off as cute little babies, and then all of a sudden our bones and our bodies and our muscles start to stretch. And at first you're like, ooh, okay, cool, I'm growing. But then you hit puberty and you're like, ooh, my knees are kind of achy a bit, like I'm stretching out, and you kind of start stretching a little too fast, and you feel it in your joints, and you can really notice, because that's when we kind of shoot up faster than expected. So it's still good, it's still growing, which is positive. We want to grow, we want to expand, but sometimes the growing process or the expanding process can be a little strenuous. You're literally being stretched out. Like, this is something new. You're pushing your bounds, you're pushing your limits, you're going beyond what you thought you could. And so sometimes that can be a little scary, sometimes it can be a little jarring, sometimes it can you might want to resist it. You might go, I don't want to do that. Like, stretching, expanding, I'm good here. And the 5s are like, nope, it's time. You're growing, my love, you're expanding, and new things are coming to you, and it's elevating you, you're evolving. And that's something that I'm sure all of us are welcoming, is to grow and expand and evolve and welcome in more. But to welcome in more, we got to make room, we got to make space. We might have to clear out some things that no longer serve us. And in clearing out some things, it could potentially bring about some old history as you are, I say, unpacking. I'm coming from the video of the 4s, so I was talking about a house and moving into your house and all of those things. So I'm still in that mindset of, we're in a new home, we've built a new foundation, and now we're unpacking. Now it is time to move into this new space. And as you unpack, you start to see all the things that you brought with you. All the things that you thought you would need for this journey, you packed it up, and now you're like, we're here, we're in a new space, here we are. And I don't know how you pack, but sometimes if you're like me, I just throw everything that I think I could possibly need, that I want, that I thought about that one time from college. I just toss it all in there and lug it along with me, because I'm like, I don't know what I need for my journey, but I just want to have everything. And then when I get there, I'll sort it out. So as you're in your new home and you're unpacking, you start to realize, like, oh man, like this was from my childhood and I didn't know, but looking at it now, it kind of hurts, or it kind of brings tears to my eyes, and you don't understand why. But this is the time to understand, like, okay, I'm unpacking, I'm in this new space. Is this little teddy bear really going to serve me as I move forward on this journey? As I unpack, is there room for it here? Will it have a home here, or should I let it go? Should I release it, thank it for its service, and then pass it on to someone else, donate it, give it away? However you do, this is the time to kind of reflect and to assess what you might need as you move into the unknown, or your new beginnings, as it were. And so I think the fives can be really exciting. It could mean adventure, you just never know what the fives are going to bring. But I think it is still important to sit and reflect on what you might have brought from the past, and then know, is this what I need? Is this something that will enhance or support my newness? Or is this something that might kind of weigh me down? Like I mentioned, the pulling of your luggage. Is this something that's going to be quite heavy as I move forward on my journey? Because we have nowhere to go but up. Like, we have nowhere to go but through and forward. That's all that we can do. So as I'm moving forward on this journey and I'm entering into new opportunities, expansion, growth, elevation, all of these things, if I'm elevating, how heavy can my load be and still lift me up? Essentially, I know there was like so many metaphors and so many analogies. I hope you're following along with me. But essentially, that is what the fives are bringing about: a change to reflect, and a change to assess where you're going, knowing that you're going to move forward, knowing that you're expanding and growing. That is the root of five. The fives are saying changes are coming and you can't do nothing about it except adapt to it. So as you're adapting, you can assess, what do I need then? What can I truly use and utilize as I'm moving forward? 5 is also aligned with being active, being motivated, being driven, because again, in that shifting moment, you're moving forward. You can't help but to move. So if you're in that 5 energy, you're asked to be active. How can you progress forward? How can you motivate yourself to do the next thing, to move to the next steps? How can you be of service to others? It's also aligned with volunteering. Again, we're coming from the 4s. So in the 4, you're building your community. You're connecting with your community and realizing that there is a support system here for you. And then the 5s are also encouraging you and inviting you to now be of service, to volunteer yourself to others, and to expand and grow as well. Like all of this, these angel numbers, our spiritual journey, our personal journey, all of it is just to remind us that we are all connected. We're all one being finding itself through each individual expression. How can I express myself through the lens of Imani? How can I express myself through the lens of James or Danielle or you insert name here? How can I express myself? And then how can I then meet myself through another expression, through another mirror, through another lens? That's all that we're doing. And so in the 5s, I would say it's encouraging you to do that personally, because you're changing, you're shifting. It's like a butterfly. Changes are coming. You start off as that caterpillar and you think that's all there is to life, is just I eat leaves, I eat this little what is it, the milk grass, or this silkweed. What do they eat? They eat something. I think it's silkweed. And they're just munching along, and all they know is being a caterpillar and eating food. That's all they know. And then all of a sudden their innate instinct starts to say, you got to build something. You're eating this to build something and to change and shift. So they go from eating to now I got to build. The fours are like build. And so now they're building this little cocoon, and they're like building up a new foundation, building up that sturdy, secure base to grow and expand. Because once you're inside, i.e. the fives, we're in the middle of it, 1 through 9. So we're smack dab in the middle. We're in the cocoon right now, and we're being asked to transform. That's where we are. That is what the fives are asking. This is the opportunity to transform. And sometimes if you literally think of like how caterpillars changed from being a caterpillar to a butterfly, in the middle, in the cocoon, they are literally dissolving. Like their entire being dies off essentially, and then is recreated. I don't know what type of magic Mother Earth is doing in there. All I know is that they dissolve, and then they come back as a totally different being, and yet they're still at their core the same. I don't know how that works. Only God, Mother Earth, nature, spirit understands the process. But that, I think that's just so cool. Like think of all the things that grow on this green earth, like seeds into giant trees, acorns into an oak tree. Like she will take us on a journey from being this little thing to huge, like something we've never could have even imagined. And all it takes is trust, because you got to trust that, okay, now I went from eating to now I'm building, and now I'm in this little dark space. I'm in this little void that I built. Okay, you just got to trust the process and trust that you are expanding into something more, something beautiful, something that can be of service. Like I think of the trees, they start off as a seed, and then they give to us shade, and they give to us wood, and they give to us fruit. You just never know what spirit is going to use you for in your transformational journey, because that's all we're doing is just transforming time and time again. So the fives are just inviting you and letting you know that you're changing, you're growing, you're expanding, and source is literally using you to do something. Who knows what, who knows? But source is letting you know that this is the time for you to shift and transform into your next level, into your next evolution, into your next whatever that may be. All I know is it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be incredible, miraculous, because that's all she creates. Or I see source as a she, but as Mother Earth, Mother Nature. But yeah, that's all that is created. Really, if you look around you, life is so beautiful. Like everything within life is so beautiful, and it all has meaning and purpose. Even if it's like the smallest thing, it just comes together so well that you're just like, wow. Like I went from being a little silkworm to now creating silk, which now creates beautiful garments and clothes and so many other things that we use silk for. Like everything has a journey, everything transitions, everything changes and grows and evolves. So in saying all that, I feel like I've been rambling, so I do apologize for that. I'm really excited, and like so many ideas and thoughts just came into mind. But in saying all that, I say, don't fear change, because change is one, inevitable. We cannot help it. The only thing that is constant is change. And two, trust that your evolution is all a part of divine source's plan, And if ever you doubt your journey, or if ever you're like, what am I transforming into? Or I don't know if I'm evolving, I don't know if I'm growing, I would say just look out in nature and look at what has already come into come into being. Like, it's so beautiful. And I feel like in those moments of doubt or insecurity or just uncertainty, and you're just like, I don't know, like, where am I going? What am I doing? Breathe, let go, and look around. And just take a moment and really, really start to ask yourself, like, find the beauty. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes you're like literally rain is falling on your head and you're just like, all I see is clouds. All I see is clouds and rain and clouds, doom and gloom. But if that's because I've been there, all I see is clouds and rain. But lately, if I'm seeing clouds and rain, I think about, okay, this rain is bringing life. It's a life source to our soil, which is going to feed our seeds, which is going to help things to grow, which is going to sprout into something beautiful, sprout into something useful and purposeful, and just something cool. Or clouds can be doom and gloom, but they can also provide shade on a hot day, as it is here in Atlanta. It's very hot, and so when a cloud comes by and covers the sun, I'm grateful because thank you for the shade. So I don't know. It's hard to explain change and it's hard to get around it, but I think the fives are really encouraging you to trust and believe and know that everything is okay. Again, we're coming from the fours, so the fours are already letting you know that you're protected. Your angels are here with you. Your community is here with you. Your family is here with you. Your chosen family, biological family, whoever you see as people who are beside you, they're there. You are supported. You have everything that you need. And yes, you're in that cocoon. Yes, you're in the dark void. And no, you don't know what's about to happen next. But know that you're loved and that you're protected, and you're going into growth and expansion. And soon will come the butterfly. Yeah. So that's all I got for right now. That's what I've been learning. That's what I can take from the fives is change is upon us. Change can sometimes be scary, but it can be exciting as well. It can be eye-opening. It can be so many wonderful things. But yeah, if you find yourself in a state of change, know that there's only growth and expansion to come. That's all there is to it, is growth and expansion. And it's up to you to decide how you view growth and expansion. Again, that is your choice. We choose everything here on this plane. So you can choose to see it as an opportunity to expand into something that you want to do, that you want to be, that you see fit, but also Divine Source has its own plan. So you can make your plan and it's still going to do what it wants to do. But just know that there is beauty to come from change. There is purpose that comes from change. There is usually something amazing that comes from change when it involves the hand of Mother Nature. She's not going to leave us out here to dry, So just trust the process, believe in yourself, believe that you're supported, loved, and guided, and that everything is working out in your favor. So that's it for today. I hope you've learned something. Thank you again for the likes and shares. Thank you so much for everything. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.